Hey there, welcome back to the Wise Mind Sky podcast. I'm your host, Nat Plastino, and I thank you once again for tuning into my show. Today's episode is about why growth is outside your comfort zone. The comfort zone. It's like your favorite couch, familiar, cozy, and just the right amount of soft pillows. It's the place where you can binge watch your favorite TV shows, eat snacks without any judgment, and never have to worry about doing something that might make you break a sweat. But let's be real, as much as we love the comfort zone, it's not exactly the place where the magic happens. In fact, growth is like the one annoying relative at family gatherings who insists on dragging you out of your comfy chair and pushing you to sing by the family piano with everyone watching. As much as we all like to stay nestled in our cozy bubble, growth, yes, the magical thing that makes us better, smarter, and occasionally more charismatic, is actually outside that same bubble. So buckle up, everyone, because we're going to explore why growth lives on the other side of your comfort zone and why you should totally embrace it, even if it feels like your brain is trying to convince you to do the opposite. So let's first talk about the elusive comfort zone. If it were a place, it'd be a cozy coffee shop where everyone knows your name. The Wi-Fi never goes down, and there's always an empty seat waiting for you. It's safe, it's predictable, it's where you go to recharge and totally feel at peace. Now, there's nothing wrong with enjoying some time in the comfort zone. We all need downtime, even myself. It's totally necessary for maintaining your mental and emotional well being, just like how TV marathons are essential for anyone who needs a good laugh. However, the problem arises when you never leave the comfort zone. I'm not talking about those days when you want to chill out and watch videos of dancing cats. I'm talking about the days when you've been in the same routine for years on end and feel like your personal growth is on an eternal coffee break. Conversely, growth necessitates movement, both literally and symbolically. It is the outcome of pushing yourself past the limits of what is familiar and comfortable. Let me reveal this big secret. Growth is uncomfortable. That's precisely why it works. You see, when you push yourself to do something unfamiliar or challenging, your brain starts to activate new pathways. You stretch yourself beyond what's easy, and just like the rubber band, you expand and develop in ways that would not be possible if you stayed in your little comfort zone forever. Consider it similar to updating your phone. Although the phone works fine, you won't be able to access additional apps and greater features until you update to the most recent operating system. The outdated version is no longer sufficient. And you know what? The same is true for your own development. To make place for anything better, you must let go of the old version of yourself. Growth outside your comfort zone doesn't always mean climbing the famous Mount Everest or running a marathon unless you really want to. Sometimes it's smaller, everyday steps that count. Saying yes when you'd rather say no. Saying yes will result in new experiences and relationships. Whether it's a dinner invitation from a friend who's always up for something so spontaneous, or a new opportunity at work. If you have to try foods you can't pronounce, you might even enjoy yourself. Also, as learning a new skill. Ever wanted to learn how to play the guitar or bake that crazy complicated cake you saw on Pinterest? Trying something new that stretches your capabilities is one of the best ways to get outside your comfort zone. Spoiler alert, you may not be perfect at it. You'll definitely learn something new about yourself. Also, getting comfortable with failure. Developing the ability to fail graciously is one of the most significant growth experiences. Furthermore, failing is uncomfortable, awkward, and somewhat embarrassing. Let's face it. However, each time you get up after failing, you're developing. You'll do it quickly, more skillfully, and with fewer embarrassing blunders the following time. Now, there's also a thing called the fear factor. Why we resist change? Okay, I totally get it. Growth is awesome, but why do we resist it so much? Why do we prefer to stay wrapped up in a soft, comfy couch of familiar? It's simple. Fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown. It's the mental equivalent of having to have one terrible voice in your head constantly reminding you that it's easier to stay where things feel safe. Here's the truth. That voice is pretty much lying to you. Sure, stepping outside the comfort zone can feel terrifying, but the reality is, it's the only way to grow. Fear is like the annoying, loud sibling trying to stop you from getting out of bed in the morning. It's just there to keep you stuck, and it's not helping anyone. So the sooner you realize that, the sooner you can tell your fear to shove it and mind its own business. Now, if you're still listening to this podcast, you're probably thinking, okay, fine, but how do I actually jump outside my comfort zone without feeling like I'm about to face the dreaded firing squad? Start small. Doesn't have to be a massive life-changing leap. Take one step that feels just a little uncomfortable and go from there. Each time you step out of your comfort zone, you build confidence and get more comfortable with discomfort. A strange paradox, but it really works. And remember, you don't have to have everything figured out immediately. Growth is a journey, not a destination. So embrace the weird, awkward, and uncomfortable moments because that's where the magic happens. In conclusion, venturing beyond your comfort zone leads to growth. That may sound frightening, but it's the only way to grow, learn, and improve as a person. Remember this the next time you feel the need to remain in the comfortable, secure confines of your bubble. Nothing valuable ever flourishes in the shade of a comfortable chair. So reach past the uncomfortable and take the next step into the unknown. That's it for today's episode of the Wise Mindset Guy podcast. If you love this episode, please do me a solid and subscribe and also leave a review. That way more people can find the show. Thank you, and we'll see you next week.